What's going on, y'all? Slow Boy here. We're gonna talk about top 10 cars that I'm looking at. I am car shopping, so these are the top 10 that I feel that will fit my needs and something that I wouldn't mind driving every day for a while as a daily driver. So these are the top 10 lists. Number one, we're gonna go ahead and kick it off. Number one is gonna be a first gen Mazda Speed 3. Like the hatchback version of them, or the fact that it's a hatchback, not a version of them. I like the fact that it's hatchback. Cons is front wheel drive and it has stupid wheel op, but it does it's very roomy, and I've driven the second gen of them. Like, I can't tell how many times I've driven second gen, and I always loved them. It was something that was cool. It was fun. Makes decent horsepower. It's not a lot, but enough for a daily driver. So that's number one. We're going to go ahead and jump into number two. Number two is going to be a 2005 Mustang GT. I know I said I wasn't looking at coupes anymore, but I do like the Mustang GT. I've always been a Ford fan. Like I said, it makes good power. It really isn't a bad daily driver. Very comfortable. I've driven my 01 and 03 GT from Houston, Austin, San Antonio, all over Texas, really. Never failed on me. Gas mileage sucks. Tanks are real small, but it gets, it gets you from point A to point B very quickly if you'd like. It's just a fun car in general to toy around with. Like I said, that's on the low end. To be honest, the GT is kind of like low end, but wouldn't mind getting it. Go ahead and jump into number three. Number three is going to be first gen Cadillac CTS-V. That's something I've had my eye on for a while, and they're getting pretty reasonable in pricing. So I've been looking at a couple of them. I actually have a friend that actually just got one. Trying to get connected with him to see if I can get you guys a review of his vehicle. Real cool vehicle. And I like that it's four-door. It's luxurious. You have that luxury style of it. And it's not that bad of a daily driver. I know the rear diff sucks ass in them, but from what I've heard and from what I've researched, as long as you're not being a jackass with them, you're more than fine with it. You just got to make sure you got to stay on top of maintenance on them. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into number four. I'm sorry I'm running through these guys pretty quickly. I don't want this video to be like 30 minutes long trying to me explain this, so I'm just kind of running through the list right now. So number four is going to be a Chevy Silverado crew cab. I was looking at an 05, 06 model. I know I said they're stupid expensive, but honestly, I've been looking outside the state, and I've been finding them for a decent price, with decent mileage on them. And it'd just be cool to have a truck. I mean, who can't use a truck, honestly? It just comes in handy as far as moving. You can move furniture around. If you gotta clean out your garage, you can toss it in the back of the pickup truck, be done with it, get it out of your way. So like I said, that I have been looking at them, but it's more out of state that I've been finding them more for a reasonable price and decent mileage. That's my biggest thing with the pickup trucks, is it's got to have a decent mileage on them. If I get a 4x4, that would be cool, but you know what? Honestly, I don't really need 4x4. It doesn't fucking snow or ice here in Texas where I would need 4x4. Don't plan on off-roading with it. It's not really my thing. But it'd just be cool to have, and it definitely gives me the comfortability and room for the kiddos and everything like that. So number five. Number five, y'all. Pontiac G8 GT. Just let this sit for a second. Nasty. They make great horsepower, great daily driver, honestly. Super comfortable. I've driven, I can't tell how many I've driven actually quite a few. I was actually looking at getting one before we had got our 08 Passat. Wife liked it. It had the room, it had the trunk. The trunk space is ridiculous on them too. And it just makes, like I said, it makes a fun daily driver to mess around with. I've never had it, never really honestly ventured off into the LS world, and it's something that I keep an open mind to. It's something I wouldn't mind daily driving at all. Let's go ahead and jump into number 6. Number 6 is going to be a Trailblazer SS. I have driven a couple of those. My buddy had one, loved them. Loved it. When I was working with him, we drove that bitch all around town, all around through. He drove it back and forth for work, and it just, it never really gave him any problems as long as he kept up with the maintenance. Now I did hear when it starts to get up a little bit higher mileage, around like the 150, 160, 180 range, even, that you do have to start probably looking at getting the transmission rebuilt. It is a 4-speed, and that's what causes them really to have horrible gas mileage. But, we ain't really care about gas mileage on this channel. Let's just be honest with you. I don't care about it. It is what it is. And I like the fact that it's like one of those grocery getters. You can throw your groceries in there. You can throw whatever you need to and, get moving around. And it's just something that looks really, really good. So definitely, I had to put it on the list. If I can get my hands on one, you better believe I'm gonna be a happy camper. It's actually part of one of my bucket list goals for cars. I will make a video on my bucket list. I think it'd be something that's pretty cool. I've had this bucket list since, honestly, since I got into cars around 10, 11, 12. I got in that range, age range. I started getting into cars really heavy. That's always been one of my bucket list goals. So let's go ahead and jump into number 7. Number 7, it's going to be something I've had before. It's going to be a Honda Civic Si sedan, though. I don't want a coupe. So I like the Civic, as you know. I drove one. It was one of my bucket list goals. And I achieved that goal, and I really wouldn't mind getting a different one again. Super reliable, fun to drive, great daily driver. Let's jump into number 8. Number 8 is going to be a Acura TSX. Same thing really as an SI, just doesn't rev out, in my opinion, as high. Electronics, if you're trying to put an aftermarket radio, sucks ass, to be honest. I've seen some junky things online on how to put the radios in. I wouldn't put a radio in, I'd just leave it as is. But it'd just be fun to drive, something that's cool to drive around. It is like the Mustang, kind of at the bottom of the list, but I'm open to it. Let's go ahead and jump into number 9. Number 9, SRT4 Neon. I had fun in it. I loved it. It's a great 4-door. It's not really good on gas, but like I said, I'm not looking for gas mileage. If I was looking for gas mileage, I'd drive Prius. But it's something that's fun. I had so much fun, and I actually convinced 2 people to end up getting after they drove mine, they ended up buying one of their own. So they're just all around fun car, and it's unique. You don't see honestly a whole lot of them running around, and it's something that I know mine was heavily modded, but damn, to beat a 2010 Camaro it says something. It wasn't from a dig, it was from a 40-year-old, but damn, I mean, I gapped that fool. He had to go, actually, he had to turn around and go get gap insurance because it was bad. So let's go ahead and jump into number 10. Number 10 is a Infiniti G37. I haven't messed with Infinitis. I think it'd be cool to have one. I really don't have too much to say about them because I'm still doing my research on it. The picture I'm going to show you is a coupe. It's not a sedan. But, it's just something that I think would be fun and it'd just be unique for the channel. So that being said, y'all, like this video, leave a comment down below. Have a safe holiday. And you guys, look out for the next video that's coming. See ya.